For the past 5 years, the university has imposed a common book program. The idea is to allow students from all over the country to read one book that they can discuss when they meet at the university. KUJH reporter Hank Cavanero tells us how the program is actually working with KU students.
The university announces this week that the next common book will be Between the World and Me. Howard Graham is one of the faculty members who helps choose the book.
Ta-Nehisi Coates' Between the World and Me was chosen because I think it's a book that's appropriately challenging.
Which would allow students to have conversations about more diverse topics, which is why the book choice is so important.
What we really try to focus on is what is the right choice for the University of Kansas. Common book programs have been around for some time. It's not a new thing at some schools.
So I turned to Google to see just how many of these programs were actually being used nationwide. And it turns out there's about 250 of them. But that causes the question, do these programs really work? Which seems to still be up for debate in the academic community. That made me think one more thing. Are KU students really using the program?
It wasn't required. I didn't have a class that told me that I needed to read it, so I just didn't end up doing it.
Joe is a lot like many students who have failed to read it because there is no incentives to.
If they would have required it in a class, if I would need to do it for a class, I would have read it, but if it's not, I would rather just pick my own reading.
I decided to go to Facebook and ask other students if they thought the program was useful. Majority says no. But Eliza, a sophomore at KU, has an alternative idea.
I think it should be voluntary instead of mandatory. For my class, we went to see the author speak, and that was actually cool.
The university understands the issues and is working to become better.
We've learned that we need to really continuously and constantly support students over the summer when we ask them to go home.
The new book will be passed out to all the students who enter KU this fall. Reporting in Lawrence, Hank Cavanero, KUJH News.
The university will also place a reading guide in the back of the book to help students over the summer.